Hi, this is Garry from Next Actions. In the past couple of videos, we've talked about what to do when things go wrong. In the first video, we talked about the importance of not panicking, how you should stop, investigate, plan, and then fix. The second video looked at actions you should take after the problem has been fixed. This was performing a root cause analysis to dig down to the underlying cause and to stop it from happening again. Join me after the break when we'll discuss some other strategies you can use when things go wrong. You're deep in the process of trying to fix a problem. Your brain is fried. You can't think of what to try next. You feel just like throwing in the towel and then, walking away. But you know you can't. You know you need to solve the problem. You need to fix it soon. Well, what do? You just don't know. Here, I'm going to briefly touch on some tips that you can use to help you to move forward. There's no real order to these, so why not just pick one and give it a go? Take a breath or meditate. This sounds really simple, but surprisingly, it's a really powerful tool that you can use. Take a couple of minutes to try this out. You may be amazed at the result. Sit down somewhere quiet, maybe a meeting room or a quiet area. Close your eyes and try to clear your mind. I know it's not as easy as it sounds, especially because everything is currently hectic. Slowly breathe in. Hold your breath for a couple of seconds, then slowly breathe out. Repeat this another 7 times. This is very quick to do, but it will calm your mind, which will then allow new thoughts to come forward. Prioritize. Often when things are going wrong, we try to do everything. This is a big mistake. When trying to do everything, your mind is constantly swapping between different priorities. Things are coming in so fast and you want to do everything. The key here is to prioritize what needs to be done. Jot down everything that's going on, then pick one and focus on that. Work it through until you've found out everything about it, and then move on to the next item. By focusing on one item, you're able to better understand what is going on, and this understanding will give you insights that you would have missed if you had tried to do everything at the same time. Don't try to do everything yourself. Share the work. This is tied with prioritizing the work. Try sharing the work that needs to be done. Delegate. Use your team. Pull in other people with the skills or the knowledge that you need. When we are problem solving, it's easy to think you're the only person who can do it. When we're stressed, most people, we tend to pull everything in towards ourselves and try to do it all ourselves again. Don't do this. Share the workload. Use people's skills and knowledge. So imagine you've got 5 different people working on 5 different lines of investigation. You're going to come to a solution faster than if you're trying to do it all by yourself. Different people approach problems from different viewpoints. These different approaches may allow them to come up with alternatives that you would just never have thought of. Spread the load, share the work, and come up with a solution to the problem. Talk to someone. What if you don't or can't share the work with other people? Why not find someone who you can talk the problem over with? Quite often, talking to someone else helps to bring your thoughts back into focus. They may have different ways of looking at the problem, and again, this may help you to see alternative ways of moving forward. Talking slows down your processing, and you can bring out things that you are skipping over. If you don't have someone to talk to, talk to yourself. Many times I've been woken up in the middle of the night to look at an issue with a system that I was supporting. I'd be digging through, trying to work out a solution, but getting nowhere. And because it's the middle of the night, I had no one to bounce ideas off. In these situations, I would go and make myself a drink, and then I would sit there and talk to myself. I would describe the problem as if I was telling someone else. It would slow down my thinking, and in doing so would trigger me to look at other things that I had not seen when just thinking about the problem. And yes, you may look a little bit silly whilst you're talking to yourself, but who cares as long as you solve the problem? Go somewhere else. Quite often, when working through a problem, we're in the office, or our workshop, or in our normal workspace. It sounds strange, but this can actually limit your thinking. Humans, well, we're creatures of habit. You may not think you are, but if you could track what you do, you'd see that you do follow similar routines every day. The downside of this is that we tend to have a set way of thinking in each area of our life. A good way to try and see things differently is to just go somewhere different. The different location then allows your brain to see things slightly differently. And again, you may come up with a different approach than if you'd stayed in your normal location. I often find going to a coffee shop or into a local park can help. Stepping outside your normal routine can jumpstart your thinking process. Exercise. If you're still struggling with the problem, why not take some time out and exercise? This could be going to the gym or as simple as just going for a brisk walk. Your aim here is to start your blood pumping around your body. Use this to flush out your brain. You don't need to exercise for too long. Your aim is to refresh yourself, to give yourself a new burst of energy, to drive out the mothballs from your mind so you can get back to productive thinking. Do something else. My final tip is to stop thinking about the problem and to go and do something else. Yes, this is only really helpful when it's a non-urgent problem, but even for some urgent problems, taking a short break can be beneficial. How many times have you had a bright idea in the shower, or woken up in the middle of the night with an aha moment? It's often easy for us to become so focused on a problem that we stop seeing what we are looking for, even when that something is right in front of us. By doing something else, it stops us thinking about the problem. But our subconscious mind, well, it's still working on it. And then suddenly, bang, the solution, it just pops up. For things like these, it's often useful to have a notepad around so you can jot down your thoughts when you have them. How many times have you woken up in the middle of the night with an amazing idea, but then, come the morning, you've forgotten all about it? There's something else that you go and do. Well, that's not actually really important. It could be you go and take a nap. You might watch some TV. You may read a book, listen to some music or to a podcast. The key is that you're taking time off the problem to allow yourself to refresh. So these are my tips for you. Do you have some tips or techniques that can help when solving problems? Please drop them below into the comments and share them with the rest of us. Next time you have a problem, why not try one or two of these? Take a breath or meditate. Prioritize. Share the work. Talk to someone. Go somewhere else. Exercise. Do something different. Do you have a problem in your business or work that you're struggling with? Why not contact me to see if we can work together to help you to solve your problem? Working together, I can help you to get the results you deserve. Please reach out to me on 0415 591 672. I'm based in Australia, so please use the international dialing code +61 if calling from another country. You can also email me on garry@nextactions.com.au or visit nextactions.com.au where you'll find a link to book a free short introductory call. Do you have any topics you'd like me to cover? If you do, please drop them into the comments below, and then I'll add them to the list of upcoming videos. I'll talk to you again soon.